西人係咩人？
嗰個係阿 Bulman 啊，
係啊，
英國佬嚟嘅。
係邊度嚟㗎？
佢好似 Bulman。
我先用埋你再攞。
1蚊一隻。多謝。
Is it a deal?
錢啊
I said, is it a deal?
Deal.
Swear.
Okay. You follow your own destiny.
You said something was bothering you.
A tremor is running through the underworld. Hardened villains rattled. Odd incidents. Occurrences.
Such as?
Reports. Hints of confusion. Big Jimmy McCoy pulls out in the middle of $100 grand ringer scam at Kempton Park. And Danny Sears? His house under Obbo at Dulwich. A sudden yell in the middle of the night.
Yale.
He says he'd had a bad dream. But there were footprints across his back garden, across his strawberry patch.
What size?
Size 12.
But why tell me?
Well, you're CID coordinator at the Home Office. Man before you was Jack Lambie.
And you think we might be talking about a friend of his?
It's George. Is everything arranged? Good.
It's been a year now. Word is, Jack might have briefed you.
Word is Jack's friend's a dead man if he sets foot in England.
Would that deter him?
Whisper is, Bulman's back.
Then I shall expect my contract to be carried out.
Won't be easy. Nobody knows where he settles. Just keeps popping up.
Put the word out. Refresh people's memories.
Whisper is, he's fighting back.
He should have stayed in China. George Bulman made a clown of me.
Consider him dead.
This time, break the rules and put a flick on the end.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Why make rules when you're going to break them?
Well, that's what they're for.
Do I know you?
Ah, yes. Bulman, G. You're contracted by one Joseph A. Ravel to terminate my existence.
Well, I ain't gonna do it here, am I? I've got a business to run.
I don't see why not. You iced Danny McGrober here and his 10-year-old kid.
So you claimed at the trial. But did I walk down the steps, George?
You put the frighteners on my forensic witnesses, didn't you?
That's academic now, my son. Look, I can see you in a hurry to meet the big G in the sky, but I've got VAT forms to fill out.
Any arrangement the Almighty and me come to, Eddie, will not involve you. Catch! Open it.
There's enough here to take us both out, my son.
Yeah. Enough to blow this place sky high.
You're crazy, you know that?
When I was in China, Eddie, a whole year, I thought to myself, Haik omim memini se juvabit, flak juat, nek megatur.
You were?
The tree that bends in the wind does not break. And I thought hard about the long arm of Joseph Ravel and the reason why I'd scarpered to China.
For Christ's sake, George, time is passing.
But first, I've got this problem with Joseph Ravel fielding a nationwide demand for my scalp. Now, I've got to neutralize that, right?
Sure, of course you have.
Yeah, I said to myself, nationwide contract, that sounds daunting.
37 seconds.
Me and the girl, we fled to the land of 1,000 Buddhas and 200 million bicycles. But who was it who actually cleaned out my shop and left a life-size effigy of George Bulman hanging there, a noose round its neck?
Who do you think?
You tell me.
18 seconds. It was me!
If you swore an oath, how could I believe you?
Knowing you, you take steps.
If you broke your word, I would arrange for you to stop breathing.
We'll both stop breathing in 10 seconds. What the hell do you want?
Don't touch me for 14 days.
Right!
Say it!
I won't top you for 14 days!
Swear it!
On my daughter's eyes!
Good boy!
I figured a red one.
Lucky then, aren't you?
Why only 14 days?
Ravel will cancel the contract before then.
No chance. You'd lose too much face.
We'll see.
I've got to know.
Oh. The genuine article.
You crazy bastard.
Make it very strong. And again.
Will you excuse me a minute?
That's fine, everybody. Keep going.
Lucy, I understand your friend George is back.
Back? Why would I know if he's back?
Because you both went to China at the same time? On the run from Joe Ravel?
I've been back for 6 months. And as you can see, I'm doing something completely different now.
Well, you know what a precarious profession gumshoeing is.
When was his last letter?
Oh, he doesn't write.
Now, not too stiff. Nigel, are you giggling?
No, George never was a very good letter writer.
Lucy, your father was my first skipper. He was a better copper than George.
Oh, Commander. You're going to have to do a lot better than that.
He must have made contact.
Are you telling me he's back?
There are certain pointers.
Well, I don't know anything about it. He could have phoned.
He's moving among the most serious villains in the frame, darling.
Just what is it that George is supposed to be doing?
It looks like he could be trying to phase Ravel into cancelling the contract.
Well, Ravel won't ever do that.
Listen, I think the system owes George some protection. If he gets in contact, I'll let you know.
That's very kind. Just don't expect it to work both ways. Now, if you take such long strides, Eddie, you are going to look like Bela Lugosi.
What's this area about a delay?
He said he wants 14 days. Well, 13 now.
Eddie, you're not a bleeding law firm.
I was sitting there with £2 of C4 ticking away in my hands, Joe, with a promise of extinction. He's taken precautions.
Why 14 days?
He said you might call off the, well, you know, change of decision.
Justice has to be seen to be done. Nobody makes a fool of me.
Them bloody Chinese have put some very naughty ideas in his head.
Thank you for coming, Eddie. I trust the next time we meet, we'll be talking in the past bleeding tense.
Ain't you finished yet?
No, not yet, Gov.
Dear, oh dear.
Mr. Ravel.
No. Eddie Gilbert's let me down.
Over the man with the gloves?
Bottled out. I've done some sort of deal.
Can't have that.
Listen, Bulman is getting people. He's scaring them off.
Fighting for his life.
But at the end of the day, Logan, Bulman will never commit murder even to survive. That's where I have the edge. How can you arrange to get the message across?
All right, move along. This ain't a bleeding Tupperware party.
See you later.
I'm sorry about this.
A South London car dealer was killed in Fulham last night. The dead man, Edwin Michael Gilbert, had served 2 prison sentences, both for crimes of violence. Police are attributing the killing to an underworld feud. And in Northern Ireland earlier this morning...
Wrong move, Mr. Ravel. You're beginning to fumble.
What's the SP on this? 8 big ball bearings on a reduced charge inside a normal shotgun cartridge. Who does that?
Nobody I know.
pro job. He just hid in here behind the driver's seat. And when the wee man gets in, boom, he'd never know about it.
That's too easy an end for that twerp.
It's very professional. What's it all about?
This is the underworld's equivalent of our rubber heel mob. Except instead of suspension on full pay, your serious villain gets this.
What had he done?
Oh, no. If I knew that, I'd be halfway there. The deceased man was a killer himself. A contract man for some big names. A Willie McLaughlin in Glasgow, Bernie Scroop, Joe Revell. He's done jobs for them all.
Joe Revell?
Mr. Stevens will see you now, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Restoration work. Well, of course, we do farm out a modicum of restoration work, but our standards are of the very highest. Now, this clock, for instance, at first glance, it appears to be quite perfect.
Ah, a Jebediah Hawthorne. Right. It's the wrong windmill pinion. The correct size, but a Victorian replacement. In fact, a modern pinion with correct collets on the wheel will be better than this, which was machined in about 1872, probably by Martin Ford, Esquire of Bristol.
Is this a practical joke?
Don't tell me I've got it all wrong. It's probably not even a Hawthorne clock.
But you, sir, are 100% correct. But Martin Ford for the offending pinion never occurred to me. Of course, you're right. Mr. Bulman, do you have the delicate facilities to work on timepieces like that?
Very soon, Mr. Stevens, inside a couple of weeks.
It would require an environment not likely to be subject to any vibration.
I'm taking steps right now to ensure there will be no vibration.
I can still think of 100 men who'll kill him for the price of a pint of brown ale.
I'm not saying GBH conspired to top Gilbert, but he had been seen round the location.
Oh, had he now?
Suppose he whispered in Gilbert's ear. Gilbert then goes to see Revell. Now that's on record, prison visit. Then bang, Gilbert's light goes out.
Then it's down to Revell.
But why? Something George has said, done, has orchestrated.
He's only postponing the inevitable. George will still have to persuade Revell to put his hands up for good and forget this vendetta.
How?
By terra derma. George must present Revell with a graver threat than he can muster.
If he breaks the law, we can't stand still.
Of course. We can't help him survive. You know, George is a highly moral character. I'd be interested to know how he plans to do it. I mean, time is not on his side.
Well, Warty, we're going to see you back again? No fear, Mr. Tremaine.
You behave yourself, Walshy.
3 wasted years. I've seen the light. You kept some bad company in there. I think I'll keep a cell warm for you. Thanks. For nothing.
Is there any
I'll
chance
do me
of
a favour.
Welcome back to the world of the righteous.
Mr. Bulman, God, you're everywhere.
Come on. The ladies have managed without you for 3 years. They can wait.
Where are we going?
Little place I know. Very quiet. We can talk. We're here.
I thought we could at least have a drink.
Oh, Walty. I hear Eddie the Corrector's gone to the big hit man in the sky.
What do you want from me, Mr. Bulman?
Well, you were Joe Ravel's gopher inside.
Past tense. That finger Logan, bleeding red band, he's got the position now. Position filled.
Yeah, but you know what's going down. Give me the SP.
If Ravel knew that you and I were talking like this, I could be scarred for life.
Well, it could only be an improvement.
What's in it for me?
Plus, my mate, the sax player, won't mail the photos he's just taken.
You bleeding Judas!
Speak.
You coppers were always more vicious than us.
That's the way it has to be.
Ravel knows what you're trying to do.
What's his next move?
Pro-mechanic called Quince. He topped Eddie. Word has it that he's got the principal contract on you.
How? Principal?
It's an all-comers contract. Whoever wipes you out is in line for 20 G's. Only you're cutting up rougher than he thought you would.
I need to know every detail of Ravel's weaknesses, in and out of Nick.
It's not easy.
If it was, I wouldn't be wasting my money on a ponce like you, would I?
You went down there with the weed-looking guy. They've been talking.
They took a train?
No, they drank some beer and they passed some money.
There he is. That's the man. You done well, sister. The man here will settle it with you.
Now, go away.
Sure.
Johnny, I want you to draw a level. I'll make the hit. Foot down. Then gonna be wise to this move.
That's as much as I know, Mr. Bulman. Believe me.
Maybe I do, Warty. Maybe I do.
Mr. Bulman, about your friend with the camera.
Yeah, not a word to anyone about what you told me, right?
You better believe it.
Now, man, now! Crazy person! What you trying to do? Get us killed!
You all right?
Safer Parkhurst.
And the other way. 5, 6, 7, 8. Making me giggle. Will you excuse me, please, Nigel? Carry on, everyone.
Your George could be in the frame for this Gilbert slaying.
That's impossible. And he's not my George.
She was seen hanging around Gilbert's place.
Well, that's rich. I mean, it was Gilbert who had the original contract on George. The one that forced us to flee the ruddy country.
I can't help feeling you know where he is.
Well, I don't. And if you must know, I'm a wee bit peeved that he hasn't been in touch.
Change the record, darling.
I'm not your Darlington McNeith.
Somebody tried to kill him today with a shotgun.
Where?
So you don't know?
No, I bloody don't. Now, where is it? Is he hurt?
But George is a born survivor.
Where?
Holborn.
No, where did it hit him?
Oh, missed. Broke a few windows.
Where is George now?
Oh, he had it away on his toes. I'm afraid it's open season for GBH. Joseph Alfred Revell wanted him iced like yesterday.
Oh, God.
If you ask me, prayer's his only hope.
Somebody walked over your grave, Lucy? Lucy?
Wise not to move, Quince. This is a .55 Webley, the old Mark II model, October 1896.
Where the hell did you dig up a piece like that?
Belonged to my grandfather.
Another Rosa?
No, he was first mate on the West Australian, a tea clipper.
Oh, a tea clipper, eh? And why did he need a piece?
He went to Shanghai.
You're working very hard to stay alive.
Oh, yes. Just open your fingers and let it fall to the ground, Peter.
Oh, Ravel will get you in the end.
On a count of 3. 1!
Daddy, come on, Daddy.
Charlie. Charlie!
Put the gun down and come out, Quince.
If you hurt a hair of his head.
I'll start again. 1.
Come on, Daddy.
Oh, Bulman. How low can you stoop?
2.
It's all right.
Come on, Daddy.
It's all right, darling. Daddy's coming up.
Daddy.
You bastard.
Daddy.
Wonderful thing. Technology.
A tape recorder and a cuckoo clock.
Daddy.
Oh, George. What sort of a mind have you got?
The sort that doesn't believe in killing a bloke who's got a kid to look after. You look terrible. Do you fancy a cup of tea?
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I do feel a bit weak.
Come on.
So how did you find out about Charlie? I mean, nobody even knows where I live.
After 23 years in the job, Peter, there's nothing I don't know about you. I stuck a bug under your milk basket, didn't I? 2 pints and a black cherry yogurt. You take sugar?
Oh, yeah, 2, please. Ravel will have me if I don't top you.
Unless we break his power.
Listen, I can honestly say, Doll, I don't know where he is or his gaff. He could be dossing for all I know.
Why make contact with you and not with me?
He wants to get Ravel squared.
Without me. That's typical.
He said you made a deal in China. You swore an oath to keep out of his way.
And let him follow his own destiny.
Right.
Oh, Sonny, how do I find him?
We got meets.
Yes, I know. The last one was in Holborn.
How would you know that?
Because I used to be a gumshoe. Listen, somebody emptied a shotgun at him. Do you want that to happen again? Sonny, there is no point in keeping Stum for a corpse.
We keep meets. Next one's on the Albert Embankment.
When?
6 till 7. You come in.
See you there.
Now, you can't be serious. Citizen's arrest.
I gave you your life back in there. No court in the land would blame me if I'd shot you.
You didn't top me because you had some devious bloody scheme.
So, how about it?
Me go inside? Oh, give me a break.
Peter, how can I put this? I am going all the way.
How can you be sure it'll work?
I can't, but if my info is correct, we can neutralize Ravel, destroy his power. It's time he and you knew it.
Okay. So I put up my hands, down the steps and into the stir. There's no guarantee I'll see Joe Ravel in the nick.
You underestimate me, Peter Morton Quince.
I always thought sherry in the afternoons wasn't done, but I gather they offer it these days in the corridors of power.
It's all right with biscuits, I hear.
Now, Commander, the purpose of this informal chat is to outline the parameters of criminal intelligence gathering across constabulary fiefdoms.
My word, Tim. It's not so long since I was cross-examining you in the witness box at Middlesex Crown Court. You never used words like fiefdom.
Excuse me, sir. There's an urgent call from someone called Bulford.
Bulford?
Man. Bulman.
Bulman? Excuse me.
You go on, Commander. Parameters can wait.
Bulman, where the hell are you? What? Okay, 20 minutes.
What's the score here then, George?
Commander, allow me to introduce Peter Morton Quince.
Peter Morton Quince. There is a man of that name who's done 8 serious contracts in the last 4 years.
This is he.
You're a very naughty boy, Quince.
Quince here wants to wipe the slate clean, with considerations each way.
George, what the hell have you been up to?
We'll say that Peter here were to give you chapter and verse on everyone who's ever hired him, the men behind the big contract killings, the ones who approached him and he's turned down. Tim, you could set organized crime and one particular political figure back 10 years.
You can do this?
Yeah. I took steps to protect myself. Sure I can.
And what sort of deal is involved? Which, of course, I can't entertain.
Well, the usual word with the judge about Chummy being cooperative. Extremely helpful, in fact.
Just so he doesn't quote a minimum sentence.
That way you could be out in 8. So what's the SP?
Put Quince in the same nick as Ravel, and Mr. Big will soon be as quiet as a lamb, queuing up for a brush and a mop, hoping for a smile from the laundry screws.
How can you do this?
It's all Mr. Bulman's idea.
Yes, I thought it might be.
I thought we had an agreement.
I couldn't just sit and do nothing.
What the hell are you doing teaching Chinese to tango?
Somebody's got to do it.
After you left, I went up into the Shenxi province, or middle of nowhere. There's a commune called Lichang, an old monastery.
And in 6 months you've come back a kung fu wizard.
There was this ancient Catholic priest, or must have been 110, plus a Buddhist and a Confucian, all top of their trade. The youngest must have been 85 or 6.
Did you tell them your problem?
I listened to good advice.
Am I allowed to know?
God bless you, Doc.
Lucy, never ask.
How long will it take?
Oh, not long now, Lucy. Not long at all. I'll be in touch.
£10 damn pennies. Your man's all art, Lucy McGinty.
Follow me, Quince.
Oh, now, Peter, this isn't what I'm paying you for.
I don't think you'd be paying anything to anyone, Joe, from what I hear.
What do you mean?
Well, all this effort to rub out one ex-cop, it's not sitting well with the big boys outside. Now, they're beginning to say that you've lost your sense of proportion.
I'm not paying for your opinions, neither.
Well, how about facts, then? See, what I heard is that your 3 proxies, the men who hold your lucre, have agreed with the main firms outside to freeze your assets unless you call off this Bulman nonsense.
Nonsense?
Their words, Joe, not mine.
Have you any idea of the clout I have in here and outside?
I just think you should drop the Bulman thing. You know, people are being rozzed who never expected to see the inside of a slammer. Hey, look at me and ask yourself what I do for a living. And ask yourself, Joe, what am I doing here?
Will we sort him out now or later?
Oh, shut it, you. I've got some inquiries to make.
Buddha, Confucius, and my main man, cross your fingers. This is it.
Whisper is, Mr. Lavelle. All Quinn says is true. People don't like the heat this is attracting.
All right. Bulman to be top within 24 hours. The price is now 100 grand. Spread the word.
There's one other thing.
Which is?
Word is Bulman can get to you in here.
Is that the best he can do? Oi! My main light's not working.
We'll fix it tomorrow.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Oh, yeah. You're a convict.
What's your game?
Do we understand each other? So, the contract is off.
It's off. For the present.
Let me out of here.
George, this place is a wee palace.
Got it dead cheap. It's not worth a fortune. Well, not yet, anyway.
You didn't mention it before.
Well, it wasn't ready, was it? Besides, I had the other matter to sort out.
Are you sure that's negotiated?
Oh, yes. You know, I think I can work here.
George, you could work under a stone. So why all this?
Well, I know that you're into these lap-sung tea dances, but
You don't really want to start up the old firm. STG.
it's presumptuous of me, I know, but...
Oh, George. I'm very glad you went to all this trouble. Well, where is it?
Oh, it's on the desk.
Hello, STG. Ah, Commander. Yes, we're back in business. Who? Peter Morton. Oh, I'll tell him. I'll tell him that too. Thank you for calling. That was McHeath.
Yeah?
One Peter Morton Quince, while being transferred from HM Prison Starton to another prison for his own safety, escaped in a manner which indicates outside help.
Good heavens.
The commander says if he ever obtains evidence that you and Quince conspired, he'll charge you himself.
Well, he'd have to, wouldn't he?
I don't suppose you've got,
Ah, yes.
Now tell me, George, however did you know that we would meet up?
Lucy McGinty. We are detectives.